December 21st, Jackie, how about that?
All right. Well, we have someone here who's going to be giving us health tips for the holidays, and he was nodding his head yes, so I must have remembered that moment in time.
I do remember that, yes.
It was bizarre because people didn't expect it.
Yeah. But Flutie, go figure.
Yeah, of all things. We do have a couple of very special guests in here. Ryan Amundsen and Ruth Comer are here from the YMCA of Greater Des Moines. Yes. And this is the time of year, you guys have to realize people are starting to think the health thing again because you're wrapping up the year, want to start the new year off in a positive way.
That's right, and that means we do want to help you get through the holidays in a healthy way as well. So we have 6 tips to kind of get you through. Does that mean I get 6 cookies a day or
not exactly?
Oh, okay.
That's probably not one of the tips. But it is a good chance for people to kind of try to stay in their routine. Everything's crazy this time of year. You're eating different foods. You're going to different places.
Right.
And so
exactly. You might be going to more than one home at a time in a given evening. So.
Yeah. So if you can try to stay in your routine and prevent that holiday pound or two from creeping on, you'll just be that much better positioned to really get at it in the new year.
All right, makes sense. So let's kick things off. What's step 1 of making sure we stay healthy during the holidays?
Step 1 would be mark your calendar. This time of year, we tend to get really bogged down with holiday parties, traveling, friends and family, a lot of fun things. But with that, it's easy to fall off the wagon. So mark your calendar, set reminders every day to get up and move. Don't overthink it. It doesn't have to be going to the gym necessarily, although we'd love to see you. But it could be as simple as going out and going for a walk with your friends and family.
So you're saying put on your calendar a certain activity that you should try to accomplish that day?
Absolutely. Write it down.
Okay.
And like you said, YMCA, great option, but maybe get out and ice skate with the family.
Exactly.
Or do an activity so you're kind of burning those calories as well.
Exactly. It's just, the important thing is to get up and move. If you could get to the gym, that's great, but getting out with friends and family, being active, that's more important.
Okay. And you kind of mentioned it a little bit for tip number 2, but what is it exactly?
Yeah, set a tangible goal.
Right.
This time of year, we hear a lot of broad goals. I want to lose weight, I want to get healthy. Those are great, but try to fine-tune it a little bit. So maybe it's I'm going to run a mile without stopping by January 31st, or I'm going to do 10 push-ups by X date. So make it something specific, time-oriented, something that you can actually measure.
Okay, so for example, like I said, I'm going to lose some weight. Don't just say I'm going to lose some weight. You put a number, attach a number to it.
Put a number to it. Say I'm going to lose X amount of pounds by a certain day. And that can be tricky. That's where at the Y we have wellness coaches. Their whole goal is to help you set those goals and stay on track for those. They're kind of your cheerleader along the way.
And I'm sure we'll be talking more to you guys in the new year, but kind of keeping those goals intact, because everyone gets strong. It's a new year. We get excited,
Absolutely.
but then staying on track isn't always one of our greatest things that we're known for. But we'll be talking more about you guys about that in the new year.
What is a realistic amount of weight you should try to shoot for if you're trying to lose, say, 10 or 15 pounds?
Right.
Say 15 pounds. You want to lose 15 pounds. What's a realistic goal you should have?
I'm glad you asked that. There's not a specific cookie cutter answer to that. That's where we would recommend that you go and talk with a wellness coach, personal trainer, somebody who has a little bit more experience in that, and they can get to know you and your specific goals and your workout patterns. Some people can drop a couple pounds in a week without even thinking about it, and other people it may take a month or two to get a pound or two off. So it depends on each person. It varies pretty greatly. So that's where we recommend that you sit down with somebody and figure out where your goal actually lies.
And part of that is creating an exercise routine, Ruth, and that can kind of go along with step number 3.
Right. Experts recommend exercising in the morning if you can. Now, if you're already exercising after work or in the evening and that works for you, great. I mean, keep doing that. But if you've been struggling, try morning exercise.
Why is that the case?
Because it gets out of the way before all of the craziness of life interferes. And there have been more than one days where I've had every good intention of working out at the end of the day and it just didn't work out that way. So schedule it for yourself, as Ryan was saying, get it done in the morning. Also, it can help reduce cravings during the day, actually, and build energy and make you feel better all day. So morning, if you can manage it, morning's a good time.
Because it's before any excuses start piling up ahead of it. Because that's what happens toward the end of the day.
I've always heard this, and for me, a nap always wins over exercise. But it's just like it's a matter of getting myself up earlier than I already do. So I think you guys just need to come on the show more and work us out during the program.
Just remind us.
There you go. But it also helps if you have some support along with you as well.
There's a lot of research and studies that back this up. If you have somebody to exercise with, you're more likely to stay on track and stay accountable. So find that person that's willing to meet you at the gym, or find that person that wants to go on a daily walk with you. That way you have that accountability partner. If you're struggling to find that person, that's where we'd recommend a wellness coach, personal trainer, a group fitness instructor, those type of people that when you walk in the door, they know your name, they're going to cheer you on the whole way, keep you accountable, somebody you can share the good and the bad with, just more reason for you to get there.
It really does make a difference, especially you said if you don't have someone to go and do things with you. If you do have a coach at the Y, for example, you're going to be able to see that person, and they're going to know, and you're going to think to yourself, well, I'll just skip today, and you go, oh no, coach is going to know that I'm not going to be there, and it does make a difference.
It makes a huge difference. Just keeping on track and having that mindset of, oh, I know Ruth's going to see me today. I need to make sure I'm there to see her.
Ruth's your coach. You don't want to miss a minute.
Exactly.
Well, that's just
Ryan's a great coach.
I was going to say, it's one thing you can say the right thing to maybe a loved one. They're like, oh, okay, we'll skip today. But a coach is going to make sure you're really staying on task. But we also want to make sure we are eating and drinking properly as well.
Particularly at this time of year, and I'm terrible about this. You know you have an event coming up in the evening. You're going to go to somebody's house for a party. You know you're going to Grandma's this weekend, and she bakes the best fudge. And so you think, okay, I'm going to save up, and I'm not going to eat today all day because I'm going to this party. That's the wrong thing to do. You'll go into the party famished. You'll eat everything in sight. And so just keep your healthy eating habits through the day. Keep hydrated. Drink your water. And then when you go to the party, you'll be able to enjoy a few snacks, and you won't have to feel like you need to inhale the whole table.
No, people that get into the routine to do the exercises, that's hard by itself. But really, the eating for a lot of people is the hardest part.
It's the holidays. It's tough. So don't skimp on meals and then figure I'll just make it up at the holiday buffet, because you'll really overeat and not eat the stuff that's best for you. So keep eating healthy, then have a few treats.
There you go.
And can the YMCA help out with that as well if people are wanting to make better food decisions?
Sure. The wellness coaches, absolutely. If you want to come in and talk to wellness coach, or even sign up for some personal training, they'll take a look at your nutrition, your hydration, help you get on the right track for what you need.
Okay. Well, those are 5 great tips, but we have one more we want to make sure everybody knows about.
The last one is get on the roster. So the biggest thing we hear this time of year is, oh, I'll wait till Monday. I'll start on Monday. Then Mondays start piling up. So if there's a boot camp class you want to take, make sure you sign up for it now. Don't wait. If there's a race or an event coming up, sign up for that. Get on the calendar for it. We have our Icebreaker Triathlon coming up here January 29th, and our Red Flannel Run coming up on February 11th. So there's some events right here in the Metro that you can sign up for. That way you're on the roster, you feel more accountable, and you have a reason to get out and do something active that day.
Okay, Ryan, what about some people that they're going to be participating in sports, say in the spring, and you want to get a jump start on your spring sports activities? Can you help dial them into that too? Or not?
Absolutely. This is actually a very exciting thing for us at the Y. We now have an athletic performance director at the Wellmark YMCA, and their whole job is geared towards, no matter what your sport is, to provide high-end sport-specific training for that athlete. So you could be a high school athlete trying to make it to D1, or you could be a marathon or triathlon participant that wants to get to that next level. So it's a very exciting time for us, because those athletes really can't take a day off if they're really trying to get to that next step. So we're going to be there to provide that high-level training that they need.
And Ruth, we know this is an exciting time of year. Lots of great things happening at the Y. So what can people anticipate not only through the rest of this year, but into the new year?
Couple things. First of all, you still have a few more days to get a gift certificate at the Y for someone to try the Y.
Okay.
We have 6-week trial membership that's starting the day after Christmas. We have a pass.
Now, how does, I'll stop you there.
Sure.
How does that work? You said a 6-week trial membership.
Right. Come in and get a certificate at the Y. You can give that as a gift. The person brings it back to the Y, and we'll sign them up for a program, a 6-week program. So they'll be able to use all the facilities, go to classes.
And what does that cost someone to do something
$49.
like that? Okay.
So it's a real deal, and it's a great stocking stuffer, last-minute gift. I bought 2 of them just yesterday for folks. I hope they're not watching, because they might figure out what they're getting.
Sometimes that's what it takes. It takes someone, because they say they're going to hit the reset button at the beginning of the year. It takes saying, I'm going to go, I'll get signed up for the Y beginning of next year, and then they never do it. But if they have something, you need to use this, and you just push them along a little bit, and they go and use it, then they get hooked.
Yeah, we think after 6 weeks, that they'll want to go ahead and join. Now, if you don't get one of these certificates for Christmas, come in starting the day after Christmas. We're having our big membership promotion, no joiner fee through the month of January.
And what is that normally?
It's normally $50 to join the Y, and then you have your monthly fee based on your family size. And but no joiner fee starting December 26th. So yeah, no upfront payment. Just come in, get signed up, and get going. We're going to have some other fun promotions in January. Can't tell you about them quite yet, but.
Will you come back and tell us in January?
I sure will, yeah, I sure will. We do have some holiday hours that people should be aware of. We're closing early on Christmas Eve. We'll be closed on Christmas, closing early on New Year's Eve, and then some shorter hours on New Year's Day. So check our website for hours and for classes before you come during these couple holidays. But other than that, we're going to be there every day.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Now, Ryan, you mentioned a couple of times in our conversation about different types of coaches and things like that. What additional fees are associated with those type of coaches if they're a member at the Y?
Sure. So wellness coaching is completely free for members.
So that's part of the membership?
Part of the membership.
Wow.
You can meet with them as many times as you want. What a wellness coach is there for is just to help you set those goals and then stay on track. So they're not going to be a personal trainer writing up workout plans for you, but they're going to be your cheerleader along the way. If you have questions, they'll be there to answer it and just help you stay on track. Personal training, we have a tier from 1 session up to 20 sessions, starting at $50. In our higher end sessions, we actually have payment plan options for those as well. But with the personal trainers, you'll get that more expert advice, the specific plans for you and your goal, not just a cookie cutter workout.
All in-house, everything in one location.
Everything in one location.
Wow, a lot of great things happening at the Y, and folks, and make sure you share the love here of these great 6 tips on how you can stay healthy during the holidays. And of course, we'll be giving you more tips from the YMCA on how we can keep that going even through the first of the year.
So one other thing I want to make sure we point out, Ruth, say you join up at your local Y, the one that's right around the corner from where you live. How many of the other Ys can you visit?
We have 9 full facility branches in the metro area, and so if you sign up at one, that's kind of your home branch, we call it, but you can certainly use any of those branches with your key fob. Come in, so if you work in one place and live in another place, or maybe dad works here, mom works over there, you can use different branches with your membership, and they all have great things to offer.
That is great. Take advantage of it.
Great news this morning, folks, and hopefully getting you through the holidays in a healthier way. If people want more details, where should they go, Ruth?
dmymca.org.
Perfect.
All right.
Good. Have a great weekend.
Say Merry Christmas, guys. Thank you so much for your advice today.
All right, 9:41 right now. Stick around. We will be right back. A very busy, totally serious news session coming up next on CW Iowa Live.